Hey everybody, thanks so much for tuning in for episode 2 of the Agent Evolution Show. So today what I'd like to talk about is a topic that's very near and dear to my heart. And it's very simple, very subtle, yet can make a world of difference. And it's just a shift in vocabulary. And so what I want to talk with you about today is the difference between being fearless and courageous. And why is that so important? So before I get started, I do want to put a pin in that and get back to last week's video on get started where you are and get all in. So just a little FYI, these videos I'm making, I wanted to have music in the background, I wanted to have a nice background image and logo at the bottom and all kinds of cool stuff, right? So I thought I got to get that all set up before I get started on the videos. And truth be told, you wouldn't be watching this video right now if I was waiting to get all those things done. So instead I chose to just start where I am and improve along the way so that I could just get started with my perfect self-expression, the content I want to deliver to all of you guys out there watching, and just move into action. So just wanted to reference back to that first video of start where you are. You don't need everything to be perfect before you get into action. So back to today's topic. Fearless versus courageous. Now this concept came up because I was at a baseball game over the weekend and the opposite team, there was this kid up to bat and you could tell he was just completely nervous, scared to death, and his coach was on the third base yelling back to him and he was telling him, I forget his name, fearless, just go to battle, you've got this, blah, 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 blah. And I thought, you know, so many times in my life in the past, I thought about how can I be fearless? And every time that would come up, it was almost like I had to use this raw masculine force to make things happen and grind it out. And a lot of times it would work. But the problem I found is I didn't always feel like it. Whatever else was going on in my life, outside of me, in relationships and business, sometimes I wasn't motivated. Sometimes I didn't feel that overwhelming sense of masculine raw power that I could just invoke and put to work, to be fearless, to just get started. So naturally, if I wasn't able to muster that up, I wouldn't get into action. And then someone once told me, nobody is ever without fear. Like there's always something that could invoke fear within you. So it's not about being fearless. It's not about being absent of fear. I don't believe that's possible. Now again, these are just my opinions. These are just my beliefs and my truths. What I do believe though, is that everybody can be courageous. And my definition of courageous is when you feel the fear coming up, getting into action anyways. It's acting in spite of the fear. And when you're courageous, it builds a lot of things within you. From within, you develop more self-respect, more self-esteem, and more self-love. So every time you have that fear coming up, and you do it anyways, you're building that muscle. And you're creating new evidence to show yourself that you are worth it, that you are enough. And it doesn't take this raw masculine energy to make things happen in life. It just takes some courage, and it's a choice. So whether it's a new marketing campaign you're looking to do, Facebook videos to get more exposure that's bringing up fear and anxiety and not wanting to get into action towards it, just think about the difference in your vocabulary between being fearless and courageous. Everybody can be courageous. Everybody can feel the fear and act anyways, right? So whatever is stopping you right now in your business, in your relationships, and in your life, take a look at it and just ask yourself, how can I feel the fear and do it anyways? How can I be courageous? Again, it can come back to your real estate business in so many different ways. Whether it's making the decision to go after listings and interviewing sellers and being willing to be a bad listing agent before you become a great listing agent. Maybe it's open houses, maybe it's the Facebook videos, whatever it is. You've got it within you. Feel the fear and do it anyways. You'll be glad you did. So, last thing I want to leave you with, as always, pay attention to who you surround yourself with. Who do you spend the most amount of time with? Are they courageous? Or do they give in to the fears and not move into action? It's important. It's important the company you keep because we all become a product of our environment. And you get to control who and what is in your environment. So thanks so much for watching. Make it a great day. Thanks for tuning in to the Agent Evolution Show.